Macho Camacho is in critical condition tonight in Puerto Rico. According to a police spokesman in Bayamón, the 50-year-old was shot in the face and neck in a shooting between two vehicles. Again, Hector Macho Camacho hospitalized tonight in Puerto Rico after being shot in the face and neck.
Scrambling around. What for? My Puerto Rican ass ain't supposed to have made it this far.
An undue delay with the appearance of Hector Camacho into the ring. He looks very relaxed, and the usual Macho Man presentation being made here. Sugar De Leon, a fellow champion from Puerto Rico, is in the ring. You saw him regain his cruiserweight crown on CBS a few weeks ago in Las Vegas over S.D. Gordon. And the ring announcer, Luis Guerrero, is making the introductions of the fighters. Colorful figure in boxing today, Hector Macho Camacho, who has his world championship, and we'll be back to...
Now another charismatic star is rising in the boxing heavens, rising from the streets of New York and Madison Square Garden. He's grown from a boy to a flashy three-time Golden Gloves champion to the Garden's most popular young pro fighter. Finally to a matinee idol clad in red leather, all on New York's main stage.
I got what they like. It's like before fight, I just don't go away and be shaking. Nah, I go in, I start acting crazy, yeah, buddy, and I throw my little flurries. That's something that's colorful. You know, not everybody has it. Ali had it, Ray Leonard had it, and right now, the way I'm coming up, I have it.
Manhattan's Harlem is a melting pot of cultures in a very tough part of town.
A couple of winners this morning, 92 KTU.
Out of it have come great champions like Sugar Ray Robinson and Carlos Ortiz. Spanish Harlem is populated primarily by first-generation Puerto Ricans, seeking, but not always getting, a better life. This is Hector Camacho's turf. If you lived on these streets, the chances are that Hector Camacho made you either cry or laugh. But it's doubtful you wouldn't know him.
I was was famous. I mean, I had a reputation of running around the street, you know, beating up guys and, you know, more of a, you know, bully-like. You know, and I was never a skinny little kid. And, you know, I was always doing my hands. If you could make it in New York, you make it anywhere. That's plain fact. You make it anywhere. Out here, I walk down the street, and I see a guy just beating on a guy with a bat. I go, Jesus Christ. Hit him again. You know, that's our attitude. You know, we grew up with that roughness.
I seen that when he was a kid that he liked to fight. He was always in fights, street fights, alley fights, gang fights, school fights, family fights. This fights to be fighting, that's all. You know, it's in him. You know, it's like Michelangelo was born to paint pictures. Hector Camacho was born to knock guys out.
In Camacho's fights at Madison Square Garden, he showed dazzling speed and style, combined with a street-fighting viciousness that earned him a reputation as a spectacular showman, but also a dirty fighter. It's likely he has had as many warnings as knockouts.
I believe that it's nothing fair in war. You get rough, I don't get rougher. You know, I'll let you know I'm the boss. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I grab you behind the head and hit you with one hand, and I do it again, and I hit you again, I keep doing it. If you let me, I'll keep doing it. You know, it's like if you got money and you walk down the street, if I know you got money and you know you got money, and you know if you're going to pass through that, you're going to let me take your money, I don't take it.
An expert in survival in the ghetto, Hector Camacho used to steal the cars he can now buy.
I love cars. I started driving at the age of 14. Who's going to let me a car? I don't got no license. When I want something, I'll get it. I just take them, buy it, take care of it. And one day when they run out of gas, I got no more money, I just leave it there.
Eventually, Camacho's game came to a halt. He was caught and put in prison for 3.5 months, and it changed him.
It wasn't fun no more. You know, I look at the walls and talk to myself. And then talk to myself and, hey, look at me, I'm talking to myself. Look where I'm at. Oh, God, please give me another break.
So life had a chance, you know, to show him that life wasn't, you know, that's a bowl of cherries, you know. That life was something you had to live and learn and be a man, which he learned how to be. And once you learned how to be a man, you learn how to be a champion.
I don't know how he gets to sleep at night. He likes a lot of laughter. He's dancing all the time. He's got more energy than I could ever dream of having. He's got terrific speed. He's got great movement. He puts combinations together really well. He's always gets himself on balance. He's intense, and he's got a heart that big, and he's got this feeling that he's not going to get beat, that no one's going to beat him.
But Camacho was a phenom coming up, like Roy Jones or Mike Tyson. It was like, yo, I've never seen any, you know, his speed was just next level.
It's macho time. It's macho time. What time? Well, over here I feel mighty happy. I don't gotta hear the bad gossip. The way people was trying to paint me just because I'm successful. But I also realized and I learned that it all goes with the atmosphere of success. And all you gotta do is do this, ignore everything and come out here and just be yourself. This is me. I'm flashy, I'm colorful, I'm very charismatic. I'm always looking like I should look, like the Macho Man.
Yet, in his prime, the irrepressible Camacho danced in the ring only 6 times in 2.5 years. He's committed now to making up for wasted time.
This is good for my punching power. Hey, it's doing justice for my body shots. And plus I pretend this is Rosario's hit right here. See? That's where my hook is gonna hit him. And it's out the hit. See? So then when I work on the body, there's no reason why I should get tired, which normally I don't. But it's good because it makes my upper body look like a man. Not saying that I wasn't one before.
It all changed for him in 1986 when he fought Edwin Rosario. He got pounded in that fight. He won a close decision, controversial decision, but he got hit a lot. That had never happened to him before, and he lost his nerve.
I look at Hector Camacho as a sort of Rambo Liberace, He-Man and showman. He's one of those rare athletes, as Muhammad Ali once put it, who dares to be great. His speed of hand matched only by his speed of foot and mouth. A dynamic package of energy and talent and raw nerve and arrogance. He needs to be a star. The question is whether in the lightweight division, a division with more good fighters than any other division, there's anyone who can really challenge him. And that's what we'll get a clue to tonight. For Edwin Rosario can fight. Smacked around pretty good.
Larry, to be honest, this is the first fight I ever got hit consistent. It was a close fight. I'll be the first one to admit it, but I was the most skillful fighter, and I proved it.
Well, I guess you have to expect some of the mixed feelings with the crowd because no one has ever seen Camacho seriously in trouble. Rosario put him in serious trouble in the 5th round with that beautiful left hook. Camacho fought his way back. A couple rounds, he became lackadaisical, but he pulled it on the later rounds. It was a good fight on Camacho's part, a very excellent fight on the part of Rosario.
Is it hard for a champion to admit that he's been hurt?
I don't see no reason why, because the replay shows it. People are watching the fight, they know what happened, You can't lie about that.
The champion is only really tested by how he does against his toughest opponent. And tonight, I don't think there's any question but that Hector Camacho fought and beat his toughest opponent.
Well, Camacho displayed the heart of a champion because he was essentially hurt in that 5th round. And he came back. He had to reach down, Barry. And I think that showed people that he can take a punch and he can deal with being hurt and come back strong.
But like around 83, 84, the biggest fight in boxing potentially was Leonard and Hagler. The second biggest fight in boxing would have been Mancini and Camacho. And it never got made until people didn't care anymore.
Mancini versus Camacho. At the beginning of this decade, the lightweight division spawned two world champions whose careers were destined to collide. Ray Boom Boom Mancini entered the ring to win a world title for his father and became a hometown hero. Hector Macho Camacho fought his way out of the streets of Spanish Harlem and became a two-time world champion. As the spotlight became brighter for these two stars, the rivalry got hotter. Despite retirements and postponements, the grudge match will finally take place, fueled by 7 years of bad blood.
I've been off in 7 title fights since I retired, but they meant nothing because they didn't tap that emotion inside. They didn't get that passion flowing. And this fight did, because it is a personal thing between me and this guy.
I would like to beat him so much that I would like to convince him. You know, don't contradict yourself. If you retire, man. What else, man? What you want to do for yourself that you haven't done for your father yet, you know? This is one ultimate warrior he ain't gonna beat.
Macho Camacho, Patrick Flannery, all smiles, and again, hugging in the ring. Whoever thought that they would see that?
They respect each other now. It's
Macho time! We have a split decision.
Oh my!
Pete McDonald scores the bout 116 to 112 for Boom Boom Mancini. Doug Tucker scores the bout 115 to 113 for Hector Camacho. And Chuck Champa scores the bout 115 to 113 for the winner, Hector Macho Camacho.
A disappointed, gracious Mancini took it to a split decision.
In other words, it's all over. Mutual respect. I didn't thought he was going to go that far. I thought he was going to get cut up. I thought he was going to be worse than I was going to beat him. But it was closer than it wasn't as close as I thought it would be, but he fought a great fight. You know,
Hector Camacho, 35-0, the winner, the WBO Junior Welterweight Champion, and in the books, it is his third world title.
Vámonos, vamos, cuidado atrás. Acá va atrás, cuidado atrás. Dale, vete. Dale para atrás, Permiso. Mira, José,
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole.
Porque que ha sido difícil, no ha hecho nada mal. Yo no he hecho nada mal. Él me sacó un cuchillo a mí, la policía viene, no va a hacer nada. Y no,
¿Te puso un cuchillo?
Y tengo dos testigos que están conmigo, porque yo para casa no iba solo. Porque yo sé si voy solo, en vez de estar conmigo, más ella. Vengo yo con mi compadre y mi comadre, y enfrente de ellos, ella entra, se mete en la casa, ¿ok? Y después cuando entra en la casa, sale, y cuando sale, ¿ok? Sale como... Eso no es mío.
Ay, macho. Lo siento mucho, de verdad, Camacho, lo que te está pasando.
Ella es mala, pero está bien.
Macho, hagamos un llamado a la conciencia.
Hector Jr., a child from a previous relationship, is his eldest. What struggles were there in the father-son relationship?
Just worries about what will happen to him in the streets. Worry if he get locked up. Worrying about, you know, the habits he had. I was always expressing to him, Pops, you 40 years old, you 50. When you gonna stop?
Money, 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 money.
In his journal, Camacho called it living a dream. He won titles across 3 divisions, winning 79 times, including a knockout of Sugar Ray Leonard, and losing only 6.
My brother, be cool.
But Macho was synonymous with misbehavior. He did time for burglary, and a litany of drug charges, most often involving cocaine, trailed him from state to state. He once failed a drug test after a fight in the mid-'80s, and friends worried his addiction was jeopardizing his career.
Camacho, in his last few fights, not dedicated to the fight game and slipping.
As early as his mid-20s, he was writing about the challenges of temptation and his split personality, which he dubbed the Wild One and Mr. Camacho.
When he used drugs, he was over the top. I used to call him Jekyll and Hyde.
In 2011, he was charged with child abuse for allegedly grabbing the neck of he and Amy's youngest son, Tyler, then 13, and slamming him onto the ground. In court, Tyler's older brother, Christian, now 21, took the stand against his father.
Breaking news this morning, one of boxing's most flamboyant champions is dead. Hector Macho.
All the way from the Bronx, former world middleweight champion and the conqueror of so many great fighters, including Tommy Hearns. I ran the blade, Barkley. I know you were very close to Macho Camacho. What are your memories of Macho?
Well, you know, the memories of me, him, Henry Russell, and David Moore.
That's when New York had some real fighters.
That's when New York had some fighters, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, for him to go out that way, it was crazy, man, because, I mean, I never expected it. Now there's like just me and Pee-wee left now, and, you know, the 2 guys that we knew was gone.
You see the Harlem out here, there's thousands and thousands of people here in Spanish Harlem. But not too many fighters would get this kind of a turnout.
Well, I mean, he's got a good send-off, a good tribute, and I mean, he deserved it. I mean, he was Harlem, you know what I'm saying? Macho was Harlem, you know what I mean? Wherever he put his foot in, he made everybody happy. He made everybody, you know that he was the Macho Man.
What was it about his personality? He had a great sense of humor and everything else.
I mean, you know, this is what we like to do.
How about as a fighter?
Great guy.
Okay.
Recently lost one of the greatest fighters in the game, Hector Macho Camacho. Unfortunately, he was lost to unfortunate circumstances. What's your take on him and the legacy he leaves behind for boxing?
Hector Macho Camacho, I remember that we sparred here before in Wildcard Gym, and his name is already there in boxing history. So we will never forget his name in boxing because he contributed and he gave honor to boxing.
Yeah, you know, he's a great fighter. He's the most talented fighter that I've ever fought. I mean, getting ready for him was unbelievable. He had fast sparring partners, speed. He had nothing but speed and leg and hand speed. And when I got in there with us, he was like 10 times faster than the guys that I was sparring with. I mean, I tried to punch with him. I throw a combination, hit me like 5 or 6 times. I go throw back. He'd be 10 feet. He'd be at least 10 feet away from me. His foot speed was unbelievable. He's just a character, great guy. And actually, I remember when I fought him that night, he fought in like plain shorts because somebody stole his shorts. And they blamed me. I said, if I stole them, I would have worn them. So, but Hector is a great loss and very sad moment. And, we're losing too many people lately. And Hector was a great guy. On TV, he was a little brash and so forth, but one-on-one, he was a great guy, gentleman. Matter of fact, after we fought, he took me to dinner. We had dinner together. So he's a good guy.
A toda la familia del boxeo y a toda la familia de Puerto Rico y a la familia de Camacho, es muy lamentable todo lo que ha pasado. Que Dios lo bendiga, que Dios lo tenga en la gloria y de verdad que yo sé que va a ser, que así va a ser.
Oye, ¿tú tuviste la oportunidad hasta de ganarle una vez a Macho Camacho?
Sí, una vez, hace ya 18 años, enero 29 de 94, peleé con Camacho, era un niño, un joven, fue una gran pelea, fue el paso grande hacia el boxeo cuando confronté a Camacho.
¿Cómo tú crees que el mundo del boxeo va a recordar a Macho Camacho?
Lo va a recordar como un hombre, un gran campeón, uno de los mejores campeones que ha pasado por la historia del boxeo y un vivaracho, un hombre humilde, un hombre que impuso mucha moda, la moda de la ropa, la moda dentro de cómo subía al ring, que nunca se acaba callado.
He killed this, just too bad. No, of course. Too bad. He was a great champion, man. He was at one time fucking one of the best out there and gave everybody great fights. A lot of younger guys might never have seen him fight, but he gave some hell of a fights out there, man.
He was a southpaw?
He fought the best. He fought everybody. 3-time world champion.
Bring him on! Bring him on! Mancini, I don't respect your opinion. Come on, baby, so I can knock you out. Well, who has some of the Bernard Williker, you could get some, baby. You could get some too, Brian Boo, Jimmy Paul, Tommy Holmes, all your niggas. Come on with it, baby. Yeah, buddy!
Con la gente que bailaste, muy bien. Estamos aquí. ¿Dónde está Benjamín, Mili y Héctor? Emocionado. Pues pasemos allá adentro para empezar la actividad como tal. Ok. Sangre de Puerto Rico y su junta de directores le da la bienvenida a Héctor Macho Camacho y a la en el programa. La esposa del presidente